How to get your residency in Paraguay? Actually, there is 3 ways possible to do it. The first way is through filiation. So if you have a member of your family who has the Paraguayan nationality, your parent, your grandparent, or a spouse, or a husband, you can get the permanent residency really easily. It's probably the easiest way to do it, but of course it's not for everybody. The second way to get your permanent residency here is through an investment program. You have to register with the government as a foreign investor. So this is not the easiest program, guys. Many people think it's a really easy program to get. Many people think you only have to buy 1 apartment, but I have to tell you, it is not true. This program is designed for people who want to come to Paraguay and to open and develop a company in Paraguay. You have to invest minimum $70,000, and you will also have to create 5 jobs for people living in Paraguay. So this program is really for you if you have a big project of a company. If you want to invest in Paraguay to buy an apartment, to buy land, it's probably not the best way to get your permanent residency because, as I said, this program is designed for investors. So you can try to do it with this project, but if you don't have something solid, it will most likely be rejected. And the third way and the easiest way to get residency in Paraguay is through the temporary residency. So first, you come to Paraguay, you apply for a temporary residency, and after 2 years, you can apply for your permanent residency. It's the easiest way right now. It's one of the cheapest way also right now. Paraguay is the only country where you can come, you can apply. You just need to be here in Paraguay once a year. You just need to enter the country once a year. So most of the countries right now, if you want a residency, you need to live in the country for 6 months at least. In Argentina, you need to live 6 months. In Uruguay also. Almost all of the country require you to live in the country. Paraguay is one of the only country that say you can come, you can apply, and then you keep your temporary for 2 years. So how does it work to get the temporary and then the permanent? First thing you need to do, you need to prepare your papers. So you need a birth certificate, you need a criminal record, and you need a valid passport. Once you have all of this, you will need to apostille your documents. Most of the countries in the world right now have the apostille. Some of legalization of your documents, it's a bit more complex than this, but you will see you can type apostille and the name of the country on Google and you will find it. It's pretty easy. So once you have both of your documents apostille and your passport, you can come to Paraguay and you can apply for your temporary residency. It takes about 2 days in Paraguay in person to do the full process. You will need a few documents from Paraguay, for example, a document from Interpol. You will need your translations, you will need a few other things. But if you come and if you need help, you can contact us for this. So once you apply for residency, then you have to wait 3 months. Once the 3 months are gone, you can get your temporary residency, which is valid for 2 years. After that, you can apply for your cédula. The cédula is simply like an ID card. So you can use the same papers that you use for your residency. So it's pretty straightforward. You apply for your cédula, and after 2 months, you can get your cédula. The cédula is really important in the process. I know that some companies, they just do the temporary residency, but I wouldn't recommend doing that because here, the cédula is required for everything. If you want to open a bank account, you need a cédula. When you go to the hospital, they always ask you for your cédula. And the number on your cédula is really, really important. And also, after 2 years, when you apply for the permanent residency, they will ask you for a copy of your cédula. So if you apply for the permanent, but you never did your cédula, it will be denied. It will be impossible to do your permanent. That's why it's really important to do. So you have your temporary, you have your cédula, you can wait 2 years. So be careful, there is a small window to apply for your permanent. So imagine you get your temporary the 1st of January 2025. 2 years from this date, your residency will expire. So in 1st January 2027, you will not have temporary residency anymore. So you need to count 3 months before this date. So December, November, October. So 1st October 2026, 3 months before the end of your temporary, you can start applying for your permanent. So the process is pretty straightforward as well. You won't have to present again the birth certificate, the criminal record. You will just need a copy of your cedula and a few bunch of papers from Paraguay. We can help you for that, no problem. There is also a small detail you need to know about the permanent. I will give you all the information in another video, but I will give you a quick tip about the permanent. When you apply for the permanent, you need to declare how do you apply. Do you apply as a student? Do you apply as someone doing business, buying, selling? Do you apply as someone retired? Do you apply with a university certificate? So you have to choose which category you're in. That's really important, and depending on your category, you will have to prove and give extra documents. But this is a bit more complex, so this will be the subject of another video. One quick last tip before letting you go: be really careful if you ask for someone to help you for your papers in Paraguay. There are a lot of people doing these services, and some of them are really serious, do everything legal, and some of them do sketchy things. If you work with someone doing illegal things, even if you don't know about it, if the person gets caught, you can have trouble also. Your temporary will be cancelled, you can have problem with the police, and believe me, that's not something you want to do. If you want to move to another country, if you want to have a plan B, you want to have a smooth process, you want to relax, you don't want stress, because it's already a bit stressing to move from your home country. So be careful who you work with, check the background, check the reviews. And if you're interested with working with us, Resident Paraguay, we help a lot of people getting the residency here. You can check all the backgrounds about us. We've been doing videos for a few years, me and my partner, on internet, so everybody knows our face. Feel free to contact us. You can book an appointment in the description. I will give you more information about the permanent in another video. I will explain you the status of retired, the status of student, the status of seller. I will give you all the information, so please subscribe. I will see you soon. It was Matt. Ciao.